Welcome to the Lacrosse Flash. I'm Tyson Geick, the host, and I'm pleased to be joined now by the coaching staff of the Halifax Thunderbirds. We've got Mike Accursi, Chad Culp, and Billy D. Smith. Gents, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Tyson.
I see we've all got our hats on, so the quarantine hair is the real deal right now.
Oh, yeah. And the beard.
I'm losing mine.
Oh, okay. Well, even more of a reason to have the hat on.
Your haircut's a little easier than everybody else's, Billy.
Well, I made it that way.
I want to congratulate all you guys on the success that the Halifax Thunderbirds have had so far this year. You guys are addicted to playing exciting lacrosse games. They were so fun to watch this year, and the crowd really caught on, and I think the three of you are such a big part of that. So, Mike, maybe we'll start with you. What's it been like going to a new market, bringing lacrosse there, and playing in front of the crowd in Halifax?
You don't really know what to expect first. I mean, obviously they did their research and figured that, Halifax would be a good place to play. Kind of an untapped market, but not a huge lacrosse community in the province of Nova Scotia. But going there on our first game when we went for our inter-squad game, and we had 8,000 people. They really didn't know what they were cheering for, but they were cheering loud. And the city has just embraced this team and this organization so much. It's just a great place to go. Like, I literally look forward to going there every time that we hop on that plane and head to Halifax. And exciting town. It's a great town. The fans have been absolutely unreal, and we can't wait to get back there.
What's been the biggest challenge in bringing a new team to Halifax? And, what would any organization be faced with when trying to start something up from scratch?
I think the biggest thing is getting out to the people. I mean, especially if you're a new sport to a town that really isn't a big lacrosse town, you still got to get out there. And I think, we as an organization have hired the right people. I think Charlie has done a phenomenal job with our social media, which I think, social media really is a huge platform that a lot of organizations use to get their product out there. And I think Charlie has done an outstanding job. Riley Stobridge has done unbelievable videos. I don't know if you watch that content, but it's exciting to watch. It actually gives you goosebumps when you're watching some of the content of these guys. So I think that was a great addition for us, that they were able to get us out there and get people talking about it before we actually played a game. And then it's, what the product you put on the floor. We've had some exciting lacrosse games, which definitely helps. But we've put a good product on the floor. We have a great coaching staff, and we have a great team. They're exciting to watch. There's definitely some Hall of Famers on there, but there's some young studs on there too that are great additions to our team. And for a long time to come, there's going to be some excitement in Halifax.
The three of you seem to be having a ton of fun with this, and you can just feel that with this team. So how much does that go into your kind of approach as a coaching staff?
I don't know. It's work hard, play hard. I think, it's better. It's always more fun to win than it is to lose. So I think there are times when, we're serious and we have high expectations out of everybody. And I think there's nothing wrong with having those expectations. But I also understand that this is a brotherhood, and lacrosse guys are close-knit family. And, you end up traveling with these guys for, 20 weeks out of the season. They really become a tight-knit group, and they have to enjoy themselves and want to play for each other. And the tighter that group is, less factions they have where, they go off and do their own thing. A team that hangs out together, that has fun together, that works hard together, that's a bond that is really hard to break. And I think we've created a great atmosphere. I think, that goes with, starting at the coaching staff with Kurt Stiers and going all the way down where, use your creativity, use your fun, but you're going to work. And we expect you to work, and the harder you work, the more fun we can have.
I think having a fresh start has something to do with that too. I guess, being in Rochester last year and not making the playoffs, getting a fresh start was key, I think. So a lot of guys coming into a new market, being able to showcase what they got, their talents and stuff like that. I think it just brought a new energy to the team. Obviously, I wasn't there last year, so I don't know exactly what went on, but I believe it's just, a fresh start, and everybody's, putting the first foot forward and moving on from Rochester, and everybody's, coming together, and we were, obviously got cut short so far, but hopefully we can finish it off. But it was just a start. So I think it comes down to a fresh start for everybody personally.
Now, Chad and Billy, you guys are in a bit of an interesting position because I'm sure you've played against a lot of the guys who you're now coaching. What's the transition been like there? Billy, we'll go to you.
It was a bit of a worry of mine just because I played with them last year, right? Or, 2 games last year and then the season before. But, I got some really good veteran players. I played a lot of time with Jammer for years, played against Soupy growing up my whole life. So it was they welcomed it, and it was flattering. It was humbling just to know that like they had my back right away and that they were gonna trust in me and what I was planning to do.
Warren Hill has been incredible for your team and such a big part of your success, and has almost kind of come out of nowhere. So what has he meant to the organization?
With Warren, I think he's comfortable because he knows where the shots are coming from. The players are doing a great job at keeping the ball on the outside. And anytime you have a goalie can get comfortable and kind of expect where the shots are coming from, I think he gains confidence. And just on Warren, like it could be, a tie game, or they could score 3 on us and he'll come to the bench smiling about something, So he's a good icebreaker, and he makes the boys feel like, it's not the end of the world. Let's just put our best foot forward and go on and be better.
What are the goals for this team moving forward? I mean, there's been success early on. Obviously, the stoppage in play has been a bit of a challenge, but what have you discussed amongst yourselves, and how do you want to move forward?
I think I would be doing my team a disservice to say that we won Champions Cup. Every team wants that, right? And I think the guys have really, put the time and effort into, the principles that we've started from day one, with the work ethic that we've kind of imposed on the team, and they've embraced it. And we expect a lot of them, and we expect them to be doing a lot outside of the arena. So, we definitely, first goal was make playoffs, and we put ourselves in a position to do that. Our next goal is, let's take it the whole way and let's bring a cup to Halifax.
And how do you keep working forward to that now that we do have this stoppage and everyone's kind of in isolation and quarantine?
We have Zoom calls every week. We have, a team call, and we have break it into individual, groups O and D. And, we're watching film, we're reviewing things, we're, following up on expectations that we put on for workouts. So, we still feel like they need to be preparing for, if they said, hey, you guys are playing tomorrow, our team needs to be ready to go. And I think we're ready to go.
Mike actually suggested that the next Zoom call, the guys wear no shirts so we can see who's working out.
Who's working out, who's not working out, right? Who looks like a bag of milk, who looks like a Greek god, I
wouldn't want to embarrass the fellas, so that's why
we're excluded. We're excluded.
It was coaching staff included, so I think we're covered a few aspects of that.
With some burpees.
How do the three of you feel that the game has changed over the past couple of years as the NLL kind of just grows into itself?
For me, it's gotten faster. There's not as many penalties or fights. A little softer, I guess. Everything's kind of gone that direction. But the talent's better, right? I think there's no more the big blowouts that there were back in the day. So you got to show up. Every game matters, and if you don't show up thinking that, it's going to come back and haunt you later on. So I think. I think the league's done a great job. I would like to see the whistles be put away a little bit more, but I don't think that's surprising to anybody.
No. For me, I think the athleticism of the players coming into this league is crazy. These guys are in phenomenal shape. They're working out year round. I remember going into training camp, not to give too much away, but we go into training camp and it was more of a great party weekend, just to hang out with and have some beers and hope that your teammates wake you up for practice the next morning. And that was the reality of the league back in the day. And
Thanks, Mike.
For waking you up.
I always made sure I took care of Billy when I play with him. But it's just changed, and I think you know, you look at even after a game, and Billy and Culp can attest to this. We would make our rookies bring a case of beer into the locker room. So, you know, you would, after the game, you would sit there. Everybody would have, you know, 4 or 5 beers as we're, you know, getting undressed, just relaxing. You know, you go in there nowadays, they got protein shakes and eating sushi. We were crushing pizza and beer. I mean, that's the reality of the league, right? So, I love it. I think it's a super athletic league now. I think that it's only going to continue to get better. The talent that continues to come out of university in the States and in Canada is just it's awesome to watch these young players play.
Well, the three of you have certainly done a great job. And once again, I want to congratulate you on all the success of the Halifax Thunderbirds so far. You've all been a big part of that. So thanks for joining the Lacrosse Flash, and we'll look forward to seeing what the team has in store for us in the future here.
Thanks,
Tyson.
Thanks, Tyson.